Hey, welcome everyone. It's Tuesday. I'm already done with work. See if these blow around. I'm going to do a landscape here. It's Tuesday. I'm kind of bored. I already had breakfast, so I'm going to sketch it on here first and then paint it. But I wanted to show you that tip. They have, it's called black gesso, okay? I just put the tip out yesterday, so buy some of that, and then you don't have to like mix black with the white gesso. They have black gesso, and just do the back of it so the light doesn't get through. And it also, I forgot to mention, check this out. It tightens up the canvas automatically. Look at that. Uh, I know it takes a lot to do the back. You don't have to do this on every piece. Just a piece that you're selling to a customer, I would recommend doing it to the back. It makes the canvas really tight. You don't have to stretch it. And you hear that? This is a cheap canvas. I got 5 of them in a pack, but man, look how tight that thing got by just doing the back side. Okay, but like I said, you don't have to do that on every piece because it's some work involved, you know. All right, so I'm just gonna have fun right now and just do a painting. Let me shut the bubbles off. But I appreciate all the birthday wishes the other day. That was awesome. I had a great birthday, by the way. And I did have some people watching yesterday. I don't expect you to watch today. I think YouTube tells me like Tuesday and Wednesday is the worst day for uh, people on YouTube. So I don't expect to get any viewers, but I'm going to upload this later. Today, I'm going to oversize everything. I'm going to show you something that's kind of cool if you're in a rut. Let's oversize everything if you want to try something like this. But what we're going to do is kind of come up here. We're going to sketch in some mountains here in the back. But guess what? We're gonna kind of oversize it, and it might help you out with if you're in like a designing rut. We'll put up some cool mountain here. We'll put that small one. Maybe it's gonna come in front a little bit. So if you haven't sketched a piece with the knife, it's pretty fun. Look at all this stuff you can do. You could put hills in here. I'm going to put a steep hill over here. Coming down. Look at that. Now we got a valley in here. Sketching, it's pretty cool with the knife. You can see I'm just rubbing and I'm getting all these extra shadows in there. And I'm not even really trying. I'm just like just putting things in here. Maybe it's gonna create something, you know. You never know. Like by just putting color in here, maybe it's gonna help your eye later on in the painting. Like something might show up from it, you know. What I noticed about sketching, uh, things that go off into the distance really look cool. Like can't really do it here now because I've already put the mountains in, but let's see, yeah, let's put some, what I'll do is design some distant mountains back here. So we'll put one kind of tall here, and then we'll put some ones like getting smaller, uh, going off into the distance there, like this. And then you'll see that that small one will look like it's way back there now, okay? So now I got, this is a pretty good design. I'm thinking I'll put some kind of pathway down here. So what I'm going to do is design an edge of a pathway here, coming from here, and this will be some kind of walkway. Today what I could do, I could turn this into like we could put, this is going to be our foreground, we could put some kind of fence in here, I'm thinking, going down this pathway. Okay, we'll put a some kind of fence going back. Okay. Like going down this pathway here. That looks kind of cool. Alright, I like that. I'll probably end up having, these will end up being small bushes, all these dark spots on the path. See them? And there's the picture. So when I do my clouds now, I'll design it so that the clouds are small back here, and then they'll be kind of coming up here, get bigger. Bigger clouds here, and then smaller as it goes off into the distance, okay? It's a good way to sketch, and it's a good way to design your landscape on the fly. I just did this on the fly, so I don't know what this is going to be. Maybe this could be some kind of water tower or something. We'll see. Now that we got kind of some fence in here. But look at that. Isn't that cool? I oversized the mountain and it just came out like that. So I'm just going to have fun now and paint. You guys can pretty much just watch. If I don't, I might explain a little bit, but it's pretty much self-explanatory what I'm doing. I'll show you how I mix my colors though. If you don't like mixing colors, you can buy pretty much all the colors already mixed, but I thought maybe sometimes when you mix your own colors, you get more gratitude out of your painting, I think, is what I thought. But maybe some of you don't like to mix your paint, so I don't know. I think it's good to learn, because if you don't have the particular color that you like, then you'd know how to mix it with other colors. Okay, just a thought. So that's pretty good shade of blue. It's all about the color. It's all about the color. And you get a few mountains in there with some trees. I mean, it's landscapes are fun, you know. And I had someone ask me the other day if I follow, if I'm, what am I following? I go, well, it's from your mind. You just put the mountains up there and the land, and then you just start designing you just start painting. Because you know the sky is going to be kind of blue or gray with some clouds. That's pretty easy, right? Uh, I just like to do mountains because they look real, they look majestic, you know, when you're done putting all the color on there and the snow. It looks kind of cool. Plus, I live in Seattle. We're surrounded. We're surrounded by mountains, water, trees. It's a pretty cool place to live uh, if you're an artist, because art is very it's really highly thought of here in Seattle. So there's a lot of places to sell your art, and it's pretty fun. Everybody here is kind of some kind of artist, but I found there's nobody doing any landscapes. The reason they're not doing landscapes is because they don't know how, and they just pour. They pour all their art. They lay the canvas down and they just pour the paint on it. That's their art. So they're pourers. I don't get any gratitude out of that, pouring the paint. It's I'd rather design it than paint it with a brush. But this is it's a dying trade, painting, because now with the computer art, there's the AI could do this painting in like 3 seconds. AI, artificial intelligence, could design this painting and have it rendered within 3 seconds. If you tell it a mountain, sky with blue streaks, and a fence with clouds, boom, 3 seconds it'll give you a landscape. Plus, people are doing artwork on computers now. Have you seen some of those computer people doing it on the computer, art on the computer? It's pretty amazing. They get down to every little detail. And the computer program, you got to really know how to use it. It's but all in all, in the end of their, that it still looks like the computer created it, even though the person is creating it in the program. It just looks computerized. If you like that kind of art, that's fine. I think that's probably what's going to happen in the future. People are just going to sell prints of their computerized art. I mean, people already sell prints of their artwork, but I like to sell the original out there. I bring the original to the market and I sell it. I mean, wouldn't you rather have an original than like a copy, like a printed, something printed? The reason why I sell the originals is because I can get a lot done during a couple weeks, and then I'll have enough to go out there and sell again. Okay. Let's see what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna darken up my mountain here. I was talking about, yeah, computer art. Everybody has their own taste in art. I got some. I got some different art coming up. I'm gonna start doing abstract faces. You could either use acrylic or oil for that. Uh, they're kind of cool. Uh, it's kind of like a mix of Picasso and uh, Van Gogh type style. I mean, it doesn't. I'm not copying uh, Picasso, but it's kind of like faces that are kind of distorted and stuff. But it's pretty cool art. I used to do a lot of those, and then every time I went out to go sell, the only thing that was selling was the landscapes. So I go, well, I'm going to put more effort into the landscapes, and then all the landscapes just started selling. Every time I go to set up, before I'm even done setting up the table, the paintings are flying off the table before I even get them out. So it's pretty fun. So just these little simple landscapes I'm doing here, people still enjoy them. I'm trying to get you motivated to go buy some paint and give it a try. Okay, it's relaxing too. Like I'm off today. Well, I'm already done with work, but now I'm off for the rest of the day, and I've got to do something. So figured I'd do a painting, talk about what I got coming up, and thank everybody for my birthday. The birthday was awesome. We played, I don't know if you could see that poster over there in the back. Lisa and I, we played for a couple hours. Uh, People they made brownies and cupcakes. The bartender over there was like freaking out. There was so many people. That bar usually doesn't get that many people, and she couldn't keep up with all the orders. It was pretty fun. I just found out just a while ago that we got invited back to that place because it was such a success. We'll be going back there in April. So if you happen to be in Seattle, you can go watch me play as well. I put a lot of I got a Twitter account too. I put these images on Twitter, and what I like about it, the Twitter kind of helps me see which paintings are getting the most, you know, likes and stuff like that. Because I know YouTube's a little different. People don't like to hit the like button too much. But on Twitter, I don't know why, I get more views, I get more likes. I'm happy with YouTube. I'm finally getting some actual, they're sending my videos out finally, so people can find them, you know. It's hard to get going on YouTube, but once you do, it's pretty fun. I'll put sap green here. What am I going to have here? Maybe a distant hill back there. And then I'll lighten this up with yellow ochre. See, to me, like mixing, I like mixing on the fly here. You get a bunch of different earth tones going on here. I like to do the painting first, drop in all my color with earth tones. I got pretty much all I got is burnt umber, yellow ochre, sap green, black and white, earth tones. I'm trying to mix some browns and greens here. I want to put this in light so I don't forget about the fence. I like that fence idea. I really like that. So I'm going to lighten this up down here. I'm going to have green grass down here. This is going to be a dirt, some kind of dirt trail. I'll put burnt umber and yellow ochre down here. Kind of dirt trail with a fence. All right, I almost got the undercolor done. This will be some kind of grass here. I'll put some bushes in there. All right, there we go. Man, let me step back and look at this. This looks pretty good. Let me zoom in a little bit. That's just the underpaint. Sometimes what I'll do, I'll lighten up some of the hills way in the back here. Just to make them look farther away. I just put a little titanium white in there on the top. Maybe I'm going to make this hill, I'm going to flatten it out up there to come this way. I'm going to change this hill and just put trees right here. So I'm actually going to run that hill. The top's going to come back a little like that. These are going to end up being trees here on top of the hill. Coming down. What can I do here? It's looking pretty good. Let me kind of put the fence post back in there so you can see that while I'm working. That's going to be cool. It's going to be really cool, like an old rickety doo. An old fence post going down that trail. That's going to be pretty cool. I like that. Let me look at it now. I still haven't smoked. I haven't smoked since May, I think. So it's been quite some time. May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Almost 10 months without smoking. Try and straighten this out a little. It always looks like it's out of focus. There we go. Maybe I shouldn't zoom it in. I'll just move the camera closer. I think that's better. Because when I zoom in, it keeps going out of focus. There, that's a good shot right there. That's a good shot. I'm going to do the snow now. If you saw my last video, I had to do the snow this way yesterday. It came out pretty good. It actually looked pretty good. But today I'm going to draw the snow. Probably, you don't have to draw it one way. You could, I always draw it one direction because it looks kind of cool if you have one side that's lit up and the other side in the shade. But sometimes the light's coming directly at the mountain, and you can draw the snow white on both sides. So I got a lot of peaks in here. You see this top part of the mountain? So I'm going to have different peaks up there. So I'm going to draw some snow like from here and up here. Wow, that's really tight. That's another good reason why to put that gesso on the back side. The light doesn't get through and it tightens up the canvas for you. It's not loose anymore. It's a good tip because there's a lot of cheap canvases out there. You'll get home and you'll go, wow, this canvas is so loose. It's like you can't even paint on it. If that you got that problem, just put a little gesso, like I told you. You got to put a little water with your brush, but once you get it done, it really makes a difference on the canvas. I've never seen anybody give that tip before. That's a brand new tip from me because I created it. So it's a pretty good tip. I know if you're an artist and you're doing work on canvas, you appreciate when the canvas is tight. And when it's not tight, it's kind of like it's not a good thing. So I'm going to draw. Look at that. So when you do your mountains, this is another good tip. Uh, draw your snow, draw your mountain pretty far at the bottom. See how it looks pretty cool? Uh, I don't have any old paintings like from years ago, but if you just, I used to just do the snow pretty much straight down and would turn it down here, and it looked funny. So make your mountains look like wide. It looks better when you it pull it farther than what you think, okay? It's going to look a lot better. It really will. That looks so cool right there. I don't even want to put a shadow color on there. But you got to have some kind of color to put like in here because I want to put some like maybe a cliff here. So I got to mix another color. Down here, what I'm going to do, I'll probably, let me just do it now. I'm going to create some kind of river coming from maybe over here. Some kind of river coming from way on the snow melt up there. Okay, we got a river coming down. That looks pretty cool. All right, I like that. All right, let me mix a shade. I call it the shade color. I wasn't gonna explain the painting. I always end up explaining what I'm doing, but you can just watch today. But these are good tips for acrylic paint. I'm mixing some dark blue for this side. I'm just trying to pick the color I want right now. Trying to make it a little like a light blue, but I'm going to put a little black in it now just to make it look a little gray. That's all you got to do. When you put black in a color, it makes the color look like it's in the shade then, okay? Which this is going to be in the shade. All right, I'm going to start with some of these cliffs down here to show you if you just pull the color straight down under the white. You see that? Now it looks like the wall, a cliff wall there. I might have to make it a little darker. Let's do this cliff here. So just put the color next to the white and fill in that area. I think it'll look good. I want it to look subtle, you know. I don't want it to really stand out too much. Just get loose with your knife. It doesn't have to be perfect. You want it to look like art, so I just come in here and scrape it in there 1 or 2 times. Just let your hand take over. It'll look like artwork. That looks kind of cool in there. So this is my river here. I'm going to fix this section here. Get rid of this white stuff here. I might have to redefine my river there. Looking pretty good. I get rid of that white edge there. I don't like that. So if you don't live near the mountains, you like doing mountains, you can get some inspiration from anywhere. There's a lot of people on Twitter that'll post pictures like of their vacation and stuff, and they put a lot of good pictures of their trips, and you can get ideas from their photos. But I like creating it myself. Like, there's no other mountain in the world that looks like that. That's the only mountain in the world right now that looks like that mountain, because I created it. So that's what's fun about art. You get to create the mountain your own way. Look at that. Look at that mountain. Doesn't that look cool? See how I left a lot of the dark areas in there? It looks like there's more colors on there than there is. There's only 3 colors on there. You got the gray underneath, the dark gray, you got the white, and you got this blue. But when you leave the color come through from the bottom, it just looks like there's more colors going on in there. Doesn't that look awesome? Now, I lost my river a little bit, but I'm going to make it a little whiter now. I'm going to go to the other knife. I don't know why I didn't use this knife. This is the knife I usually use for my rivers. You can lay the paint down a lot easier with that tip and make it smaller. See what I mean? You can make it really small back there with this tip. I like to get the river going first, and then if I need to widen it, I'll widen it out. But look at that. See how good this knife works? I'm just putting the main color in first. Look at that trail now coming down. Doesn't that look awesome? You see how I originally put the idea in there? And then I'm just putting a little brighter white color. Keep it small back there, then it gets bigger as it comes out. Look at that. Looks like the snow melt coming off the mountain here, creating that river. Wow. I really like this one. The only thing that this kind of looks funny here, I can't tell what this is yet. I might have to put I could put some trees down there. I'm glad I got one person on here watching. Oh, we had some other people on here. They're already gone. Wow, I can't believe how many people were chatting. I didn't even see this. Thanks, everybody. Jamal is new. The Fairy in the Forest. New subscriber. The new Fairy in the Forest. The Fairy in the Forest. How you doing? Sam Strigetta, yeah. How you doing, Sam? You love the Fairy in the Forest loves the mountain. Oh, the Fairy in the Forest is from Italy. Come va? I'm half Italiano. Welcome aboard. Hola, says very beautiful. Thanks. What's the Fairy in the Forest? Come va? What's your name? And my mom's on. Hey, Mom, how you doing? Come va? I got a bunch of people on new people from Italy. Good. All right, I'm going to continue on this. Welcome, everybody. I didn't think there'd be that many people today on a Tuesday. That's what I'm saying. People like mountains. So if you're gonna sell your paintings, you gotta do mountains. I'm gonna do some trees now. Like I said, I'm gonna make some trees up here. Like I said. Change the whole look on this hill. I kind of chopped the hill down because it was too high up there. I like that a little better. Put some bushes up here. Yeah, so I had a good birthday the other day. The place was rocking. Place was rocking. Trying to make this look like bushes going down a hill here. Like, so these, it gets big, and then this is going to be like a hill going down there to the river. Okay. It just appeared to me just now. So when you're painting, like that's going to be my vanishing point right there. So if you were walking here, you could go down to the river. I'll put a little trail coming up here from way down there. This time I'm going to use a small brush though, because I don't think I could get my knife to do that kind of work in there. So basically what I want is a small trail coming up from down there. So it looks like it's going way down there to the river. Something like that. I'll work on that in a little bit. I just wanted to show you what I'm seeing. So this, all this back here, it's pretty far away. It's pretty far away. This fence post obviously is, it's right here in front of us. This is looking pretty good. I can't believe I did this in 48 minutes. La Petite Rat. Hola, how you doing? Who else did I? Who else wanted to say hello here? Uh, I think everybody's off now. The fairy in the forest. I gotta know what your name is. But hello. Uh, yeah, if you're the fairy in the forest, I know a little bit of Italiano, so next time you're on, I'll speak to you. All right, looks like everybody's off now. I can pull this back a little further now, so I got room. Everybody's off, so I'll finish this up. But I'll still post this when it's done. So this fence post, watch this. I'm going to try and make it pretty rickety, like it's old, like an old fence. And how you do that, you got to do each one individually, and you got to kind of make them crooked. Okay, don't do them straight. Different angles. Back here you got to get smaller because the fence is getting further away. Have you ever sat on one of these fences before? There we go. It's a pretty cool looking fence. I really like that. I'm gonna have to put some dark color down here, and then I'll do the bushes, the grass around it with like a fan brush or something. But I just want to put a little dark color underneath for now. It's looking pretty good. I didn't want it to be like a long video, so this was supposed to be designed to go fast. That's why I said to make the mountain big. It's actually easier to do a large mountain than a small one. Now, if we got our lights coming from the right, let's just put a little hint of light on these trees, just on the top parts. So I'm just hitting a little white here and there. Believe it or not, that's enough. That's enough to light those trees up. It's very subtle, but it works. These here, we could just like barely glisten the top of those treetops there with white, just a little bit, just like that. These here, we can lighten up the ones way in the distance. Just the ones further down the hill. Make them lighter as they go down. This looks pretty good. I'm really happy with this one. I got to put a bush down here now. Let's put the bushes around the pathway first. Put a few bushes here on the path. Okay. Then I want to have a bush here in the corner. I'll probably end this right now because I got to run to the store. We'll put a bush down here. I put a little bit too much water on there, but that's all right. Some kind of bush there, maybe one over here. I'll let that dry, then I'll highlight it. This came out pretty good, guys. I think I'm going to end it there because I got a lot to do today. Nobody's really on right now, so I'll finish this up and put it on the community page. But look at that. Look at that mountain and the river coming down. And the pathway going down to the river here. See that? And I got some new subscribers. I got the Fairy in the Forest. I'll have to see what your name is. We got a lot of new people today. I see Barbara's back. I've got a lot of comments for Barbara. Thanks, Barbara. Mentally indifferent universe. Wow. Good comments. Thank you. Jamal is new. The Fairy in the Forest is new. Bika, how you doing? Ola's. And my mom was on. Le Petite Rat. Yeah, make sure you subscribe. I got some cool stuff coming up. And I'd love to have you aboard. I'm going to start doing some abstract faces. Maybe, you know, in one landscape, one abstract face, one at a time, back and forth, okay? There'll be plenty of landscapes, plenty of abstract faces. If you want to do these faces with me, let me hold on. Let me show you what to get. That's cool. I forgot about this. So you can get this at Michael's. It's Canson Mixed Media. It's for acrylic, watercolor, pen or pencil. 14 by 17. It'll fit right on the easel. And you get 60 pages in here. Let me show you. 60 pages. You get 60 pages, and we'll do abstract faces on there. And when you're done with the page, you go to the next one. I was going to do my friend's dog. She has a Chuck, but I never did it, so because I never finished it. All right, guys, have a good one. Look at that landscape. I love the earth tone colors in there. I'm not even done with it, but it looks amazing. All right, ciao.